It's time for Down on the Corner with Dale Hoffman, North Arkansas's premier news talk program. Brought to you by Brewed Awakening Coffee, with 3 locations to serve you. Baxter Regional Medical Center lobby, Highway 62 412 at Balmer Boulevard, and the Walmart East Plaza. And now, Down on the Corner.
Good morning, North Central Arkansas and Southern Missouri. It is Monday, June 4th, 2018. It is 7 a.m. And how about this weather?
Whoop, whoop.
All right. This is Arkansas weather. This is how it should be.
I was out mowing last night about 9 o'clock.
Nice.
The dew had already set in.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Down on the Corner program. Dale Hoffman, your host, along with Jerry Hogan and Scooter Callis, and had a nice weekend. Sweated Friday and Saturday. My goodness. Then the rain came through and that cooler air dropped in from the north and got rid of some of that humidity. My goodness.
Yeah, we needed that rain, though. I mean, it came in a pretty good. We didn't get hit like some other places that got hit, but my kids, I was telling you, my kids were out playing out front, both Caitlin and Austin, and it started pouring down rain on them. So they just stayed out there doing dumb stuff. And Amanda's out there videoing. Amanda looks at me and she goes, you know, this is the last year before Caitlin goes off to college. I'm like, crap, let me get my shoes on. So then it was on. We were playing 2-on-2 football out
in the rain in the front yard.
It was a good time.
That's good.
Memories are made of this, right?
Yep.
All right. Anyway, we're enjoying Brewed Awakening Coffee. Hope you're doing the same thing. As you heard in the introduction, there's 3 locations to serve you. Balmer Boulevard, Baxter Regional Hospital's lobby, and, of course, 62 East Plaza out by Anytime Fitness. And I'm running low on my first cup. I've already gone through almost a full cup already, Jerry. What about you?
We can refill
we'll
that.
We'll fix that here in a minute.
Yeah.
Be sure to check out Brewed Awakening Coffee. And for those that are visiting the Twin Lakes area, 62 Plaza is out by the Walmart area. And just a little drive-through area right there, kind of a log-style building. Drive up, and Mike and his gang will be glad to serve you. Balmer Boulevard goes into the high school. Of course, Baxter Regional Hospital, we hope you're just visiting folks there.
I wonder now that schools over Balmer Boulevard starting to level out.
Well, to a certain point, yeah, with no students. But wait till about August 15th.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll pick back up. So,
or you can always come by here. Grab a
stop by, have a cup of
here,
coffee.
and we invite you to come in, sit down, watch the show.
Yeah,
enjoy life.
We won't even charge you for the coffee. Well, you came for Dale's coffee.
Brewed Awakening Coffee, the best coffee in town. If you're not drinking Brewed Awakening, you're just drinking muddy water. At Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas, they bring you the morning prayer each and every day across the state of Arkansas. Roller Funeral Homes, when the need arises. Choose Roller Funeral Homes for the service for your loved ones, and they will bend over backwards to serve you, to help you with all the respect they have, and make a nice service for the memory of your loved one. So let's pause now for our morning prayer. Heavenly Father, what a blessing the cooler, drier weather is. Lord, so many things going on, and nice weather makes these activities so much more enjoyable. And Lord, we're thankful for the tourists in our area that come to enjoy our lakes and rivers. I pray you grant them a fun and safe vacation here in North Arkansas. But Lord, let us not forget those in need. Some are homeless, some are hungry, and some are both. Seems like we only think of these things during Christmas, but let us not be so consumed with ourselves to where we forget to help others. And that's my prayer today. Amen.
Amen.
Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas bring morning prayer each and every day with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes.
Dun, dun, dun.
Weather brought to you by Greg's Farm Services. Greg's Farm Services around the home, on the farm, in the community. Greg's Farm Services, both in Mountain Home and Midway. See what's going on. Don't forget Saturday, August 11th. We keep saying, boy, August so far away. Yeah, this is 4 days before school starts, but it's a month and some out, you know.
But you got to get your vendors lined up early.
Get your vendors lined up, and people, let's see, you know, that's Saturday before school starts. We need to go to that. Greg's Wildlife Expo, Saturday, August 11th at the Baxter County Fairgrounds from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. They'll have Johnny Morris's Wonders of Wildlife National Museum and Aquarium there. Archery competition sponsored by First Security Bank for ages 16 and under. BB gun range, Arkansas Game and Fish will be there. DHL 3D archery range, live snake display. Yuck.
Don't like snakes.
I don't like snakes.
You're not a snake fan.
I'm not a snake guy, no. No. You want to see me become a perfect high jump triathlon dude? Just have a snake come and say, boo. I'll jump 8 feet off the ground and run 60 miles an hour. You think the bike mine hit anything? No, I don't. Dale, don't do snakes, you know. So now there'll probably be 4 snakes in my chair tomorrow morning, right?
Yep. Falling from the roof.
Falling from the roof.
Tie one to your ankle so it's following you the whole time.
There you chasing it.
Don't forget Father's Day. What day's Father's Day? I don't know. Father's Day's coming up. Anyway, gifts for Dad under $10. Take a look at these fine pocket knives and things for Father's Day. Garden carts, all kinds of good things here. Be sure to check it out. Greg's Farm Services, Mountain Home, and Midway. Weather-wise, we have 60 degrees in Mountain Home, where it feels like 60 because the dew point has finally come down. The humidity's not as high. We've got 60 in Mountain Home, 54 in Harrison, 61 in Hardy. Can you imagine being by the Spring River in Hardy at 61 degrees in June?
I'd say they're picking up the pieces right now. They had a lot of bad storms roll through there recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, the weather's perfect.
55 at Mountain View, 57 at Yellville, 55 at Marshall, 60 at Calico. There's another pretty town right there on the White River. Don't you know it's gorgeous down there at Calico this morning? St. Louis checking in at 56, Poplar Bluff, Missouri, Southeast Missouri at 60, Branson in Southwest Missouri, 55 degrees, West Plains, South Central Missouri at 55 degrees there as well. Watford City, North Dakota, a nice cool morning there. This is what it would be like basically at Watford City, North Dakota. Right now they're 52 degrees, about 8 degrees cooler than us, but that cooler, drier air is what they enjoy year-round.
You get down there by the Calico Rock and the Spring River, stuff like that, and it's going to be foggy.
There's going to be fog on the river,
yes.
Yeah.
But before you go wanting to move there, let's take a flashback 2 months ago when there was no temperature in Watford City.
Yeah.
We're talking about Calico. White River.
I know what you just talked
about. It's
like this in Watford City right now.
Somewhere around the last part of October to the middle part of March. You don't want to be up there, too. Well. National radar. We'll start in New England area where they've got shower activity from New York, Massachusetts, Vermont, New Hampshire, Rhode Island, places like that going up into Maine. Won't affect our weather at all. We were showing some shower activity right now in south central Nebraska, north central and central Kansas. In central Texas, look at that, Jerry, right there in central Texas, a lot of shower activity. On the Dallas radar, just north of San Antonio, northwest of Austin. And let's see if I can pick it up over here around, what stop is this? Frederick, Oklahoma. It's a little bit too far north. Let me keep trying. Let me go right here. That's probably the Dallas area. Dallas-Fort Worth, well, you can see it out there on I-20 west of Dallas-Fort Worth. And I think they said we have a chance of shower activity, I think Tuesday evening, I think they said. But anyway. That could be, these two weather systems could combine and, give us a weather system. Right now in Arkansas, Missouri, and Illinois, all the highways are clear. I'm going to click on the Little Rock stop there. 62, 412 east and west is clear. Highway 65, Little Rock to Branson looks good. Highway 167, Little Rock to Batesville in good shape. Highway 67, Little Rock to Poplar Bluff. Interstates 30, 40, 49, 55. Interstate 555, Jonesboro to West Memphis in good shape. And we got a minute here. 7:08. We're going to take a look at southwest Missouri. We'll hit that Springfield stop. I-44, Joplin, Springfield, Lebanon, Rolla in good shape. Kansas City, Columbia, Jeff City, all along I-70 going into St. Louis in good shape right now. Be a nice day for travel. Roll the windows down and have some fun. St. Louis area, I-70, I-44, I-55 coming into St. Louis. I-64 in good shape east of St. Louis. I-70 going towards Effingham and Vandalia, Illinois in good shape. You see there on the map, I-24 at Paducah, Kentucky. I-57 going up to Champaign, Urbana. And I-74 going through Bloomington to Peoria, Illinois. So if you're traveling in Arkansas, Missouri, and Illinois today, not a bad day for travel.
Perfect.
The forecast?
Nice weather.
Nice weather.
It's kind of like that almost no-hitter we had in St. Louis. You don't want to jinx it, You don't want to jinx it. So let's see. I'll go ahead with the forecast for Scooter. Today, high of 85 with increasing clouds. Tonight, mostly cloudy. See there? Look at that. Look at that. Low of 60. Tomorrow, high of 86, mostly sunny. Tuesday night, 63 degrees. We got some nice weather in store.
Yeah.
I like those 60s at night, as long as that humidity stays down. Friday, we start seeing a little bit more heat. High of 90 degrees. See if they've got any rain in the forecast. Somebody said We had a chance of showers coming through. Well, we'll worry about that later. We got some nice weather. Jerry, what you got on community calendar?
All right, it's going to go pretty quick today. Tomorrow, 3 p.m., Hidden in Plain View event. That's at the library. If you want to expound on that a little bit, it's for...
Well, Shannon Ruckert was here Friday with Coach Husky and Miss Shankowski, and we got talking about this after the show. And, of course, I'm doing the television special on addictions, bullying, and suicide. And this fits in because what Hidden in Plain View is, it's an initiative to help parents spot what to look for in a child's bedroom. The interactive display has over 70 items that could signal teen involvement, and we're basically talking drugs and stuff. And so kids are smart. And so they go to the bedroom, they get places to hide stuff, and this is a incentive for parents to learn and guardians to learn. Are they into this stuff? Are they hiding something? You know.
And I thought that I knew a little bit about it. Nobody could pull one over on me. But when she was talking, I'm like, you are kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they're talking about light bulbs, man.
Yep.
Drilling holes in light bulbs. If you see a light bulb around your house with a little hole drilled in it,
It's not a novelty item.
I would have walked right by it. Who would
have thought you'd drill a hole in the threads of a light bulb?
Who would even have thought of picking up the light bulb and taking a look?
Right. It's just a light bulb.
And that's tomorrow at 3,
Yeah.
Donald W. Reynolds Library. Exhibit opens 3 to 7:30, presentations at 3 and 6. I'm going to attend the 3 o'clock because we're going to add that to our television special.
Good.
Yeah. Or add information from the TV show, for the TV show.
It'd be very educational. Then June 7th, that is Thursday at 6 p.m., you're going to have Care Center Ministries annual friend raiser. And from 6 to 7:30, they're going to be auctioning off a little RV trailer.
Oh, I've seen that. It's nice.
Yeah, little retro looking thing.
Uh-huh.
I think $20 will get you into the auction and include your food from Holy Smokes. If you don't want to participate in the auction, you can pay $10, get a nice little Holy Smokes dinner, and it's just going to be about an hour and a half of listening to people's testimony, talking about how drugs messed them up and how they got off of them and got direction in their lives.
Yep.
So I think it's going to be a fun
And you know, if
event.
you talk faster, that means I can end this section faster and go get more coffee.
Dale, you only talk fast when you're on the Mexican Cardinals, and I don't care about the Mexican Cardinals.
We don't have Mexican Cardinals. We have St. Louis Cardinals.
And tomorrow is going to be the Taste of Twin Lakes. It is sold out, but it's for Serenity House. So if you want to donate to that, by all means, please do. But
That's a great thing. It really is.
yeah. Now, I got about 10 more, but Dale wants me to shut it off.
Well, I'm out of coffee. I got to go to the coffee pot.
Scooter, get an extension cord. We'll just bring his coffee.
I'm just gonna mount an IV, a little tube, and just
There
come
you
right
go.
over.
Yeah, well, we'll get Mike Sisk over here to get a fuel pump that pumps coffee.
That's all you need right there.
Mike, can you work us out something?
It looks like you guys are needing a little help there.
Guarantee it.
7:13, going to take a break. Mike Sisk from Minute Mechanics here today, and so we're going to be right back.
Take the break.
Our old burger was only 7 ounces, but now it's 8 with brioche bun and pickles. Comes with its own steak knife, it's really that big. Your best competition is always yourself. Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. Oh, baby, Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. We're focused on one thing, burgers, ribs, fajitas. Just that one thing, burgers, ribs, and fajitas. We're reeling in our menu because it got out of hand. We had a moment of self-actualization. Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. Oh, baby, Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back.
With a large showroom of over 13,000 square feet, the Furniture Depot is your local choice for quality name brand furniture at prices anyone can afford. They carry a great selection of catnapper recliners, power recliners with lumbar support, and lift chairs. Check out Furniture Depot's variety of living room and dining room sets in various styles and designs. And don't forget about their mattress gallery featuring Serta, Symbol mattresses, and adjustable beds. Family owned and operated, that's Furniture Depot, located in the Ozark Shopping Center in Mountain Home.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
So there I was, naked as a jaybird in the shower with soap in my hair and eyes when I lost water pressure down to a dribble. I immediately grabbed my towel and dialed up Jake at JM Sales and Pump Service. Jake came right over and fixed my water pressure. Now I can take my showers with confidence. Just call Jake.
For all your sales and pump needs, just call Jake at JM Sales and Pump Service, 870-431-5445. He offers high-quality stay-right product.
More than just propane, Reeves Propane provides you full-service propane delivery as well as tank and piping installation. We are your dependable choice, offering the very best in personal service with on-time deliveries and competitive prices. Reeves Propane also sells and installs tankless water heaters and appliances and can even convert your gas cook stove to liquid propane. So no need to fuss and cuss about bad service. Call us at Reeves Propane. We greatly appreciate your business and God bless.
You've tried medications just cover up the pain, and you've tried dieting to help lose weight. Before you try something drastic like surgery to get rid of the numbness and tingling, why don't you try a better approach to health? Hi, I'm Dr. Charles Osgood, and at Mountain Home Family Chiropractic, we heal the whole person the natural way.
At Mountain Home Family Chiropractic, we take a hands-on approach to chiropractic care, massage therapy, and nutritional counseling. Our 20 years of service has led to successful results.
When I come in to see Dr. Osgood, sometimes after one adjustment, I have immediate relief. Sometimes it takes 4 or 5 adjustments.
I recommend Mountain Home Family Chiropractic because it really works and keeps me pain-free.
Mountain Home Family Chiropractic supports the community by donating to Mountain Home Food Basket and the Lions Club. Request an appointment with us today at Mountain Home Family Chiropractic. Excellence for your body and frame alignment.
You all
Way to ask that. 7:17, and Mike Sisk is here from Minute Mechanic. And first things first, how about that ball game yesterday? 1 hit, 2 base on balls, 5-0 win for St. Louis, shutting out the Pittsburgh Pirates.
You could see it early in the game that Waka was on. His pitching was excellent. I didn't expect to see that, really. I don't guess. I never do.
I don't think Matheny was expecting to see that.
I don't guess you ever tune into a baseball game going, yeah, I think there'll be a no-hitter today. But his pitching was as good as you'll ever see out of him, I guess. And if it hadn't have been for, in my opinion, for what that's worth, with the Cardinals got that little couple guys on base and scored 1 run and left him on, he got to sit on the bench an extra 15 minutes or whatever it was. If they would have cooled him off, if he'd have came right straight back out after a 3-up, 3-down thing, I wouldn't doubt for a second
the game changes
that he would have gotten his no-hitter. But hey, 1 hit and it's a win.
Yep.
Good job.
2 base on balls, 109 pitches, 1 hit, 5-0 St. Louis. There you go.
Yep.
That's what it's about. So how's your summer going?
Man, so far so good. We have been incredibly busy. I just got back I was on vacation last week, and I've got to have myself ready to hit the ground running.
I bet you're going to be busy today.
June is historically one of our busiest months, because the 4th of July has really, for us, it seems like in the last 10 years, the 4th of July has become one of the major travel holidays. And sometimes it happens that due to the way the weather was in the winter, whatever, school is still in session at Memorial Day. Now, it wasn't that way this year, but it has been. And sometimes Memorial Day is not as busy as some of the other holidays. This year, of course, school was out. Memorial Day holiday was busy. Now we're looking at 4th of July here in about a month.
And look at that, it's on Wednesday.
No, on Wednesday,
so
right in the middle of the week.
Right in the middle of the week, so that's going to trigger a lot of just vacations right there.
There's probably going to be a fair number of people that'll take the whole rest of the week off. They'll take the 4th on, but the 4th has turned into one of our busiest times, and so we got about 4 weeks till then. What is today?
What
The
do you-
third?
Fourth.
Okay, we
yeah.
got about a month.
One
Yeah.
month, yeah. Look at that.
And so up at Minute Mechanic, when we get busy like that, we still do our very best to get everybody's cars in and out. If you have big travel plans for the 4th, if you think there's something you need done to your car, I urge you to get on the list early and make sure that everything is good to go and you don't have to worry about those things.
I'd rather have the maintenance completed 2-3 weeks before
Right.
rather than think, oh, well, what did we overlook 3 days before we did this, you know?
Yep, yep. That's a good plan. And with the weather we've had here lately, you know, May was a hot month. And air conditioning stuff has really been hopping. We've done a lot of air conditioner work. You know, air conditioning really gets stressed this time of year. And
Especially
it's only
that humidity.
in the next
It's got a lot
3
of moisture.
months. You know, we got June, July, and August. There's probably not going to be a whole lot of relief for the AC systems in the next 3 months, right?
Ain't it the truth?
Yeah, and with the way cars are designed now, there's other things, you know, so many things that can affect the way your air conditioner works, that some of them are just basic maintenance, and I always talk about a cabin filter. Many vehicles now are equipped with cabin filters, which filter all the air that comes in through the ventilation of your car, whether it's heat or air conditioning.
Yep.
It catches dust and pollen and trash. And it also makes a great place for mice to build a nest. But
How many of those have you cleaned out in the last 3 years? A bunch of
I
rats.
can't tell you how many. It's dozens and dozens and dozens of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of them are almost scary. When you open that glove box and there's a panel back in the back that you got to take the door off, and the cabin filter's in there, and man, it'll look like a football on top of that cabin filter where they have
Really that
they
much?
bring in insulation.
Huh.
They cut up and tear up insulation inside the car, you know, the noise blankets and stuff. And sometimes you'll see where they even carry under the hood, you'll see where they make nests out of insulation they find around the house. It'll
That
be
beats
yellow
all.
or pink or something like that. And
Well, years ago, I had a 77 Plymouth Valari in the garage. I had the 318 carburetor, but it had that round filter that took like the STP-1 size filter. You know, it was about that tall, about that big around. And this thing had 70 some odd thousand miles, had never been maintained. It was oily, dirty, greasy, getting poor mileage. And I took that air breather off, and inside was a Pop-Tart toaster pastry that some pack rat put in. I want to know how on earth he got it in there without breaking it up. Because all you had was that snorkel going in. You know, remember the round air filters with the snorkels?
Yeah, it was going way back. Yeah. But those cabin filters, if you forget about them, they'll get plugged up with dirt, just like any filter.
Yep.
Just like the filter at your house for your air conditioning.
Changed them over the weekend.
Yep. Those things, they can get plugged up with dirt and dust, and they'll restrict the amount of airflow you get through your air conditioner. And all of a sudden, on those hot days, you go, man, my air is not doing what it used to do. And we have changed a ton of them that were just dirty. A lot of times people don't realize their car has one.
Doing a lot of brakes?
A lot of brakes.
I've seen a lot of folks need to come visit you because where that sign says stop, they right through it. So apparently they need to come see you.
They're not coming to a full and complete stop?
Apparently they can't because, the car never slows down. They blow right through that sign, you know. So funny. I mean, they...
One morning last week, I thought about you, Dale.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you know, over the time you got the ticket for the no seat belt, and...
I never got the ticket, but I've been pulled over several times.
Oh, you've been pulled over several times for no seat belt.
Now, Senator Flippo, if you're watching, take note.
I was following a trash truck down the road, and there was two guys hanging off the back of it.
I did that.
At about 35 or 40 miles an hour, and I thought, man, if Dale was here right now, his blood pressure would go through the roof.
I film them. I turn on the phone and film. I followed one of the Methvin guys out. They had two guys hanging back of the truck going 5 north all the way out to Midway. All the way out, hanging on. I thought, where's the helmet? Where's the strap? Where's the seatbelt? You know, and if I could be behind the garbage truck and the Arkansas cop behind me, I'd get the ticket. These guys are hanging on the back of a trash truck.
Yeah, I thought about you the other day.
Yeah. Oh, well, just follow the money. It's just grant money is all it is.
Just money.
It's just grant money.
Yeah. But yeah, we've been doing a lot of brake work, a lot of air conditioning stuff.
What are you seeing in the newer models? You know, let's go back. My era was carburation, points, condenser. Now you've got distributorless ignition, injection, and where are they going above and beyond what we have now? Do you see any difference in making things better?
With combustion engines, internal combustion engines, I think any changes you're going to see in the next years out of them will be evolutionary instead of revolutionary. It's going to be small steps because, man, we've got combustion engines, internal combustion engines, at a pretty high level of technology, and they're pretty darned efficient, and they last.
But there's so much we can do with that technology.
But I think you're going to see improvements, or you're going to see changes in hybrids and electric vehicles. That's where we're headed. There's going to be more of that. And the other thing you're going to start seeing a lot more of is diesel. Yep, absolutely. You will start seeing, well, you already are.
My uncle's got one of the Dodge Ram, something with a
eco diesel.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3-liter diesel. Ford and Chevy in 2019 are going to be putting diesel engines in half-ton trucks. So
he's getting like 35 miles per gallon.
You can get a lot of miles per gallon out of them things.
Yeah, 34 maybe, perhaps.
But Chevy and Ford's jumping into the half-ton diesel game. You're going to see diesels working their way into passenger cars. Like I said, I think with hybrid technology, you're going to see more of that. Chrysler Corporation is hoping to put out 20 different models in the next 10 years.
If they can keep their nose above. I mean, with Fiat wants to do away with Chrysler and Dodge.
Yep.
That would leave Jeep and Ram.
Yep. And Jeep and Ram's the one that's making all the money for the corporation right now. You know.
But whether you like Chrysler or not, you look back in my day, you had Hudson and Studebaker and Rambler and the Chrysler line, the Chevrolet, or the General Motors line, the Ford line. You had competition out there, was healthy competition. You start eliminating that competition. I think when you took away Studebaker and Packard and Hudson, that eliminated 3 good marks.
Sure. And, within the last 15 years, what have we seen? We've seen Oldsmobile go away. We've seen Pontiac go away.
Remember those Pontiacs you were driving, what was that, a 77? Oh, I thought it was like 74.
Nope, 77.
Those cars are bringing big money now.
Yeah.
That's a pretty car.
Yep. You see there's a lot of
the
these
Oldsmobile
Chrysler. Plymouth is gone.
Plymouth is gone. Imperial.
I think Mercury's gone too, right?
Mercury's gone. In the Chrysler line, you've lost Imperial, DeSoto, and Plymouth.
Yep.
You've lost Mercury. From Ford, you lost Oldsmobile and Pontiac. Those were 2 good marks.
Yep. But all of this stuff is product driven.
Yep.
If people aren't buying it, they don't make it.
That's right.
And a lot of times I get people ask me about, these new cars. They'll say, well, it's got so much push button, so much technology that I don't care about. But somebody does, or they wouldn't be putting it on there. It's all of these products that the car manufacturers, regardless of who it is, they put on these cars. It's because customer surveys and point to the direction that's what they want. And
you know what I want in a car? I don't care if I'm buying a Dodge, a Ford, a Chevy. I want reliability. I want to go from here to Nashville, here to St. Louis, here to Fayetteville, wherever I'm going, without issues.
Yep. And by and large, that's where we're at now.
Yeah.
I don't care what brand it is. You can throw me the keys to a Toyota, a Kia, or a Dodge, and I don't care. Man, I'll hop in it and drive it anywhere I want to go. They're all good, reliable vehicles. They all have strengths, and they all have weaknesses.
Yep.
The thing with today's cars is sometimes when we do have problems with them, it can be pretty complex, and it's not just a matter of adjusting the idle or adjusting the points or adjusting the brakes up. It can be pretty complex to fix. Sometimes it takes longer than we want it to. Sometimes it costs more than we want it to. But that's where we're at.
Yep.
All of this technology and all this comfort and everything that we have in modern vehicles, it does come at a price, which we all know when you go look at the stickers on these things anymore. When you're looking at a $50,000 pickup, it better do something really
very
nice.
well.
Yeah, and for a long time.
In 1972, my dad was offered the top-of-the-line half-ton Dodge truck. It had a 318 two-barrel. This truck had air conditioning.
Yep.
That was unseen in 1972. It had factory air. It had an FM radio. And the guy says, I'll tell you what, if you'll take it today, I'll let you have it for $2,700.
Yep.
Brand new.
Yep.
Still in the showroom.
Yep, exactly.
Now it's more, be 20 times that price.
Sure.
10 times it'd be 27,000. You can't buy a brand new pickup truck for 27,000, can you? Unless it's
Lord,
a leftover something,
yeah,
maybe
you might find something like that.
A pink GMC somewhere
Right.
with a flat tire that, you know.
But the modern vehicles, you know, I've said it a million times, they are infinitely better than the old vehicles.
Oh, yeah.
They
By
do
far.
Across the board.
Yeah.
They are tough to beat.
Yeah.
We are living. I can remember when I was young, when I was a kid, and you find a car or a truck that was being sold that had 250 horsepower, and that thing was a rocket.
Yeah.
250 horsepower was a lot. You guys remember that stuff. Now we're looking at all these vehicles running around. Floyd Lee, the guy that I ride motorcycles with, rolled up at work the other day in a 2018 Mustang.
Oh, my goodness. 400 and some odd horse.
With a 5-liter, 300-ish cubic inch V8, and it's rated at 460 horsepower.
Is it equivalent to 302 or 351?
About like a 302.
302, wow.
With 460 horsepower.
Where'd the Chrysler 300 name come from? There was 300 horse when they developed that in 1955. That was 300 horsepower, you know.
Yeah. So,
like,
you know,
wow.
As far as performance in cars go, we are seeing the fastest, most powerful cars that's ever been produced right now.
Right now.
I remember I was a little young, but I came in on the tail end of the muscle car era that ended in the early 70s.
That was a lot of fun.
And there was some very powerful.
I've seen Chevrolet 396s.
Yep.
I've seen 454s. You've had some powerful engines there. You had Ford 428. You had Chevy 429. You had the Chrysler 426, both in the Hemi and the Wedge. You had the 413 Cross Ram from Chrysler. Then you had the Cross Ram 383. Ford's been, you know, Ford was considered, Hudson and Ford and Studebaker were some top racers before the Chrysler Hemi.
Yep.
You know, so you had Ford that was known to be a fast car.
Sure.
That 352, and then they had the 390 V8, that Thunderbird engine.
But now
a lot of fun.
We look at cars, you know, pickup trucks are running around. You can go out here today and buy one with 400 horsepower.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's a different world that we are living in with cars and trucks. Now, having said all that, but the maintenance is different now.
It is.
Absolutely.
OW20.
Yeah, everything is different in the way you maintain them. The frequency of the maintenance is different. And again, when you have problems with them, sometimes the repair can be complex and costly. Mm-hmm. But it's just where we're at in the automotive industry.
It's interesting, isn't it?
It is interesting, man. I've been messing with these things for 30 years, and the vehicles we're working on right now are many times better than what I used to drive. I loved my old '77 Pontiac. When I look back on it, you know, sometimes memories fade, you know, but it seemed like it was a really good car. Now you look at what we drive today, and it was an all right car, I guess.
Well, it's like when I inherited that '75 Chrysler Cordova, I thought we actually went across the highway with this.
Yeah.
You know?
When I was a kid, my dad had a '75, I believe it was, Ford pickup truck, 302.
Yeah.
And it had air conditioning in it, and that was it. It had automatic transmission, power steering, power brakes.
Remember Cruise-O-Matic?
And that was the options this truck had on it.
Yeah.
Single cab.
Yep.
And my mom and dad and I would pile in it, 3 of us piled in that single cab, and go to church or go wherever it is that we wanted to go. But of course, my dad, being him, somewhere 60, 70,000 miles, he got rid of it because he knew trouble was coming. And he did not like car trouble. And he did not keep vehicles back then, you know. Over and over and over, I remember him getting rid of vehicles in that 60, 70,000 mile range. Now, you go around to a used car lot in this area, and there's a lot of good ones, and look at vehicles and 100,000 miles. We would have ran. We would have looked like a 100-yard sprint running away from that vehicle. We didn't want anything with that kind of mileage on it.
My last Chrysler I bought had 176,000 when I bought it.
Yeah. And people are buying those vehicles every day.
I put 100,
and they're getting a lot of miles out of them. Still, even with 100,000 on them when they buy them, they've still got a lot of good miles left.
I'm at 208,500 now on this one.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. They're lasting a long time. If you will maintain them reasonably, you'll get a lot of service out of a modern vehicle.
For maintenance needs, Minute Mechanic, what's that address?
132 Highway 201 North.
Right across from Salvation Army?
Right across from Salvation Army. Our phone number is 425-3135. We open up at 8 o'clock this morning. Give us a shout. We can get you in, take care of anything you need. We do alignments, tune-ups, brakes, air conditioner work, oil changes, lots and lots of oil changes. Transmission service, it just goes on and on and on. Shock, struts, front end repair.
Yep.
We do all those things. We do a lot of it, and we've been doing it since 1983.
Know what you're doing.
Yeah, we do. We do a good job.
Give Mike a call this morning, 425-3135. Get on the schedule. July 4th is a month from today. It's on a Wednesday, so let's get prepared for any maintenance needs prior to the vacation time.
Yeah, and this little anomaly, this weather we're in right now, don't count on this staying. The heat's coming back. It's just waiting.
Friday. Yeah. Mike and the gang are ready to serve you this week, Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. And so give him a call once again, 425-3135, and get on that schedule. All major brands of motor oil with top quality filters from Napa.
Yes.
And what you're built by, is that a Wix brand?
Yes, Wix.
Yeah.
And we keep all sorts of motor oils. We keep a bunch of synthetics, which are getting more popular by the day.
Yep. All right, coming up, Dr. Charles Osgood, my chiropractor. I need to talk to him anyway, so we're going to let Mike's been on vacation, so he's got to run and get the shop ready to go by 8 o'clock.
Yeah, I got to get loosened up. I've been lazy.
We'll be right back. Stick around.
You already know that Ferris mowers are the only mowers on the market with a patented spring suspension system, saving you time in the seat, less back stress, and a professional even cut every time. You already know that Mower Warehouse is the only area dealership that will accept your mower trade-in. But did you know that a truckload of discounted 2017 models just arrived at Mower Warehouse, allowing you the pleasure of saving hundreds of dollars on your next mower purchase of a new Ferris or Simplicity zero-turn machine? Come check out the parking lot sale at Mower Warehouse, located on Buzzard Roost in Mountain Home.
Hello, I'm Charles Ferguson. Here at Mountain View Chevrolet, we still do business the old-fashioned way with honesty and integrity. And we have a good inventory of new Chevy cars, trucks, and SUVs from large to small. Our service department has all GM certified technicians, and our friendly salespeople are ready and eager to fit a car truck to your needs in a price range you can afford. We also have a lot full of pre-owned cars and trucks, program and new car trade-ins to choose from. So come see us at Mountain View Chevrolet.
If you want the best breakfast or lunch in the Twin Lakes area, then you've got to come to the Old Time Restaurant. Voted the best breakfast and lunch for 2011, the Old Time Restaurant not only gives you the Southern hospitality right when you walk in the door, they also offer scrumptious breakfast options to curb that early morning appetite. Or stop in later in the day for a tasty sandwich, salad, or a daily special. If a sweet tooth is your guilty pleasure, you can't go wrong with the pie lady cooking out over 30 different types of pies. That's the Old Time Restaurant, located on the square in Mountain Home.
Do you know where your money goes when you give to charity? At the Salvation Army, 85 cents of every dollar stays to help those in need in our local community. Hi, I'm Captain Spaulding. The money we raise help people in the surrounding 5 counties, including Baxter, Marion, Sharp, Izzard, and Fulton. You can help by donating your unwanted items and by shopping at the Salvation Army store. Those in need get assistance with rent, utilities, sending kids to camp, and many other things. When it comes to this charity, the Salvation Army always helps those in our community.
Why would I recommend Hospice of the Ozarks? Because I know the people that work there, I know their hearts, and I know that their desire is to help people with the suffering and the anxiety and the things that can come with either a terminal diagnosis or a terminal condition. We want them to have a peace of heart and to have a comfort and to know that someone's there to help them through that so they can enjoy the time that they have.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment, their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Have you ever?
And we're back. We're visiting with Dr. Charles Osgood. You can follow along at mountainhomechiro.com if you've got a computer handy. And it's good to see you. Good to have you back.
Yeah, it's good to be back in here.
And got you on the schedule for later on in the month to come back in.
Yeah.
And so what's been going on? Congratulations now on the court, Baxter County. Got that.
JP position, District 7. So I should be unopposed for the general election. So I guess January is when I start.
There you go.
It should be fun.
Yeah. Be a new experience.
Yeah.
You looking forward to
And that's
that?
why. Yeah, that's why I did it. Just to, be a part of things.
Be a part of the community, yeah.
Decision making and all that stuff. So
let's talk about
chiropractic care.
Chiropractic care.
And
made a believer of me, let me tell you.
Well, whiplash is something that I've been seeing a lot of lately. Car accidents.
Really?
And, you can get whiplash from a pretty good roller coaster ride, too.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, those things can whip you around, especially the ones that start you from a dead stop, and then you really take off
get that
fast.
jerk, yeah.
They can really whip the head around. So, whiplash injury is one of the easier things that we have to work with because you get better pretty quickly with adjusting.
Yeah.
And adjusting the spine helps to restore the function that has been lost with a whiplash injury. So, usually,
of all the activities that we do, what do you find to be the most dangerous that affects chiropractic?
Well, I mean, all of the water activities are pretty rough.
Skiing?
Yeah. I mean, it can be pretty rough when you're doing, 30 miles an hour behind a boat and then you hit the water.
Yeah.
And that gives you a pretty good whiplash injury, too. And so, I think anytime your neck gets snapped back and forth, you have the tendency to get that.
What about these folks that like competitive diving? You're on that on the high board. And
I mean,
let's say you hit the water just
the wrong angle. You can injure yourself pretty good. So, anytime you have any type of sports injuries like that, that's something that we can help with tremendously. And we've got a great massage therapist too that works with deep tissue and sports injuries. And that's what he does. That's what he specializes in. So if you have been injured, especially in sporting activities or water skiing or being on the roller coaster rides, and especially in auto accidents. I mean, we see a lot of that, and we really can help you get better a whole lot faster than going the route where you're taking the meds and you're trying to get the muscles to calm down with muscle relaxers and laying in bed and trying to hope for the best. We can actually improve the function by restoring the motion to those spinal bones that have lost the motion because of the injury.
Let me ask you a question. People my age, I just turned 60.
Mm-hmm.
So Saturday morning we're over at Old Time Restaurant, me and a friend named Brad, my son Caleb.
Eating some of that good food.
Love it. And we sit there, laugh and joke and carry on. We sit there for probably an hour to sometimes an hour and a half. I start to get up and I'm stiff. Your shoulders, you sit there, the joke is I'm as stiff as a 2x4.
Right.
What causes that? Because I do work out and I try to stay active, but still.
It's tough. I mean, you really, I tell a lot of my patients, even though they're being adjusted regularly, they're getting the maintenance adjustments, yoga is really one of the better things that I recommend to patients. Because you're just, you're going to tend to, anytime you sit for long periods, and the older we get, you're going to tend to stiffen up. So getting as much range of motion exercises as possible, which yoga is one of the better ones, you can really increase your flexibility and range of motion a lot with yoga. But loss of range of motion typically can come from old injuries And old injuries never really go away. They always can come back to haunt us. And so what tends to happen with old injuries is you'll overwork it, and then you'll get inflamed, and then that inflammation turns into loss of motion, and then you have the stiffness, and you also have pain. You start getting the pain too. So what the best thing to do is if you've been living with chronic pain, chronic issues from, old injuries that most people don't even know they had an injury. I'll show them an x-ray and say, well, at some point you had some kind of a whiplash injury. And they'll go try to think back. I can't remember anything that I did. And you can't sometimes because it could have been just a real minor 5-mile-an-hour fender bender in the parking lot. But those type of things can add up. The more you do to your spine, the more you have falls, and all those falls add up. All those things tend to start producing things like scar tissue, and then the scar tissue is a whole lot less flexible than just regular muscle tissue. So
well, when Jerry's got a client, we advertise lawn equipment that's got suspensions on it, and mine don't. I hit a hole, and just what's that do?
Well, yeah, you're jarring the spine, you're jamming those vertebrae together, and for anybody who already doesn't have a whole lot of disc space, which is most of us over 50, start to lose the space or the cushion between the vertebrae, and that jarring just tends to jam the joints. They're called facet joints in the spine. Jams them together, and then they start to inflame, and then they start to lock up, and that's where you get your loss of range of motion. So when you get adjusted, you're actually freeing that area up again, and the inflammation goes back down, and the nerve gets unirritated, and then the muscle starts to calm down. And that's why a chiropractor, you hear, when you go see a chiropractor, you got to go over and over again. Well, in the beginning, yeah, you do, because you can be adjusted one day and be back out of alignment the next day in the beginning because the muscles are so tight and they're pulling you out of alignment right away.
I'm trying to think. Let's say that the muscles are weak that allow that joint.
Typically, yeah.
So what if we're trying to get back into shape and getting all the muscles retoned the way they should be? But that's a maintenance item in itself.
Yeah, because what we typically will do with folks is when we start them under care, we will, for the first few visits, we won't recommend doing exercise right away. We'll do stretching and yoga exercises and things like that. And then after we re-examine and things are moving in the direction they should, then we'll introduce strengthening exercises to help hold you together, moving you towards maintenance at a certain point.
So how can you coordinate? Like, I like to work out in the afternoons, normally about 30 minutes to an hour.
Yeah.
But that's good to combine that with my chiropractic care.
Yeah. Definitely, you need to have exercise. And if you can combine that with if you're doing things like weightlifting or push-ups or whatever, combine that with a good yoga type exercise too. And if you want to see some good yoga exercises, just go online and type in yoga exercises for the lower back.
Yeah,
or
my
whatever.
Mental thought is seeing these guys standing on their head going hum.
Yeah, well, it's not all that. It's stretching, putting your body into certain positions so that you're really flexible. You're getting more flexibility, and so
see, that's where I think I'm at, because sometimes
you lose the flexibility.
Yeah,
and when you do, it starts to stiffen up more and more and more and more. So all you gotta do is look up yoga exercises for the upper back, lower back, any part that you want to work on. You'll get YouTube videos that'll take you through.
Really?
So step by step on what to do. So that's what I always recommend to my patients when they, want to increase their flexibility.
Now, 'tis the season for vacations and a lot of fun, and our young people, and you've talked about young people and the advantage of chiropractic care there.
And sports, in soccer playing and all that kind of stuff.
I'm sure we got kids practicing soccer. There's going to be soccer camps, basketball camps, football camps, baseball camps.
Every time you're adjusted, you really do increase your ability to function and to produce in the game. And so we have a lot of athletes who'll come in, especially before a match or a game, and they'll get adjusted. And you can see that with professional athletes.
Yeah.
Typically, they have a chiropractor on staff in most of their teams.
Yeah.
So.
In fact, they were talking about that on one of the Cardinal broadcasts. They were talking about they had 2 chiropractors, I think, that were on staff with one baseball club.
Typically, that's the case, and they know that their game improves because their function has improved with a good adjustment to the spine. When you get adjusted, especially before a match or a game, you are at your peak. So you make sure the nerve system is functioning at its peak.
For young people, though, Scooter coaches a lot of wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Then Bob Reckenwald, he's involved in everybody's involved in football. You got the quarterback comes back, he throws the football, he throws, he gets hit, he's got the jar to the neck, he hits the ground. You got the pitcher in baseball that's throwing. You got the catcher back there that squats and takes the ball.
All those
swimming, and then you got your
all the repetitive motion type of that you're doing the same motion over and over again, and you can injure yourself pretty easily.
What about golfers?
Yeah, that swing is tough on you, tough on the lower back. So
I was part of that PGA last week.
Oh yeah. There's a lot involved with the golf swing, and we actually have had golfers improve their swing.
Really?
Improve their range, improve their distance.
It looked like the neck, the shoulder, and that area would have to be. Because you get that swing. Wow.
So, we can improve people's golf swing, improve their distance, they can hit the ball, and all those things. It happens a lot.
Help the handicap?
Yeah, exactly. Get that handicap.
Let's take a look at the website real quick. Mountain Home Family Chiropractic, make folks aware of what's going on. You can actually schedule an appointment with Dr. Charles Osgood right here because not only do you have that capability right here on the website, make an appointment, but the email that's affiliated right here goes directly to you and answered by you.
Yeah, when you email us at the top, it just goes right to my inbox. So if you want to ask a question, that's a good way to do it.
How do we encourage folks to ask what they think? Well, that question may be dumb or maybe embarrassing.
Right. It doesn't matter. There's no dumb question. The only dumb question is the one you don't ask.
Yeah.
So.
And I was a skeptic, and I went to I don't know how long I've been going now, 4, 5, 6 years. But what was happening with me is I enjoy yard work.
Yeah.
And so I was pushing with the lawnmower, going around this and that, and I'd push forward, then I'd back up, and the lower back was hurting.
Yeah.
And you said, come see me. Come see me. Only $37, come see me. I was so impressed to look at that x-ray, and you take your pencil along the x-ray, and I see here, right here, and you had that skeletal model, which is about that tall, I think, on the desk.
Yeah.
And you showed me point A, point B, point C in reference to my x-ray. And it made sense.
Yeah.
And so that's what I enjoy. And then from that point on, I can't do without it.
Right. So we're going to improve your function. We're going to improve your flexibility, range of motion, and we're going to make it to where it is a more permanent effect by maintaining it as well, keeping it maintained. So we'll talk you through it as we go along. We like to educate our patients as we treat them, and we treat them like family too. So we try to make sure you feel at home in our office.
So what else we need? I know we got about 2 minutes here.
Oh, yeah.
This was spur of the moment. I'd forgotten that Bob couldn't be here today, and so yesterday afternoon I called Doc Osgood and said, can you be here? So
we always like
he's going to have to leave here in about a minute and a half. Then we'll take the break real quick. But what else do we need to tell the folks? People that are visiting the area, perhaps out skiing and all this stuff.
I have a lot of those, actually. They're worried about a lot of times about, are we going to have to take x-rays over again? Well, if you've had x-rays recently, no. If you just injured yourself, maybe we'll have to take x-rays. It just depends. But x-rays are not expensive in my office, which is a good thing. It's only $37. We take x-rays, we do a nerve scan, we do a foot scan to check the arches. So $37 is pretty cheap. The reason we do that is because we want you to be able to spend the money on your care. So we understand that most of the time, especially if you don't have insurance, your care is going to cost you some money. Yeah. And so we want you to be able to pay for that instead of just the diagnosis. So, if you're from out of town and you're, injured yourself, come in, because we see those type of people all the time, and we work with them all the time.
Mountain Home Family Chiropractic at 640 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. You can call 870-425-4424. The website, www.mountainhomechiro.com. We're going to let Doc Osgood sneak out of here. We're going to take a quick break and be right back. Stick around.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care in Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
Hi, I'm Ricky with Arch Trash Pickup. If anybody needs trash service in the area, please give us a call. Arch Trash Service is veteran owned, and I've been in the local area resident for over 20 years. I'll provide a better service than the other guys, and even provide front door service trash pickup for those that aren't able to take their trash to the curb. We'll also pick up almost anything and even provide free recycling. I am Ricky with Arch Trash Pickup, and please give me a call for all your trash service needs.
Neema's Pizza in Gassville, Arkansas is your home for national and international award-winning pizza. Neema's Pizza offers artisan-made award-winning pizza with only the freshest and finest of ingredients. Each pizza is made from scratch and hand-tossed at the time you place your order. And also check out their calzone strombolis, an oven-baked folded pizza stuffed with your choice of meat. Sauce can be on the side or included inside at your request. Neema's Pizza in Gassville, Arkansas, your home for award-winning pizza.
Aerobic.
$7:56 on this Monday, June 4th. I want to take this opportunity to welcome our visitors to the Twin Lakes area. I know that some of the new campers have got televisions in there and internet and everything else, and so you can pick us up whether you're on hometowntv.net or Facebook or YouTube or wherever we're streaming today, even on any antenna. Hope you have a great time here in North Central Arkansas. A lot of things to do. Be sure to check out the James A. Gaston's Visitor Center in Bull Shoals, several state parks and federal parks around. Check out Arkansas State Parks on the computer. And a lot of good things to do.
Just got a lot going on with the state parks and everything. If you're out in the camping and hiking and stuff like that, there's just
we've
so
got
much
David's
to
Trail here, and of course we've got Bull Shoals Lake, Norfolk Lake, White River, Buffalo River. Then in Missouri you've got Bryant River, Norfolk River. A lot of fun there, and so welcome to the tourists.
Top class golfing and White Rapids. What are they called? I don't know, but our kayaking is top class, world class.
And so we hope everybody has a fun time. I'm glad to see the cooler weather. I could just imagine camping in all that heat and humidity last week, but wouldn't it be nice waking up along one of the rivers this morning with that campfire going? Nothing better than bacon fried on the campfire.
And it's just been too hot to camp.
Yep.
I'm not one of them that I want to sweat all night long in a tent.
Yeah.
But I love being out in the tent. I love camping, but I like the little cooler evenings.
Yeah.
I like
if it gets down around 58, 59 degrees at night, that's nice.
I make my breakfast burritos the day before and then wake up about 6:30, 7, stoke the fire a little bit.
Yep.
And they just cook perfectly on those coals.
No, there's nothing better than bacon frying outside by the campfire.
I got you,
the campfire by the what?
I make corned beef hash before I go, and then I throw it into a frying pan, brown it, and put your eggs on top. That's what I do for breakfast at camp.
Oh, wow.
I like those burritos.
Nothing
like
cooler
than waking up.
Bacon on the campfire.
Sound like my daughter. Bacon.
Anyway, we want to welcome our visitors to the Twin Lakes area. Hope you have a wonderful, safe time. And
it's going to be a beautiful week.
Yeah, It really is. Yeah, I think we have the lower humidities, and it's going to be nice. And so don't forget tomorrow at, I'm pushing this particularly because of the television special I'm still working on. Tomorrow at from 3 to 7:30, Hidden in Plainview, an initiative helps parents spot signs of risky behavior. They have a presentation at 3 p.m. and 6 p.m. at the Donald W. Reynolds Library. If you're a visitor to the area, just basically the bypass at College Street down by Arkansas State University where this is located. And so Hidden in Plainview tomorrow, Tuesday, June 5th. Exhibit opens at 3 with presentations at 3 and 6. What's on the menu today?
Chicken fried steak day.
Ooh, I knew it.
Old time restaurant, chicken fried steak day. You get chicken fried steak, biscuit and gravy, hash browns, eggs. It's 688. Can't beat it.
Can't beat it. With that, we're going to say goodbye. See you tomorrow. Have a great day.